Hello, it's me. God, I feel absolutely miserable. Okay, it's really, it's a real like, it's really annoying having this little time in the day because since I came home, I've been trying to figure out how to stream to YouTube Shorts with no success. So that was a pity. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll try to figure something out because currently uh my graphics card is overloaded because of uh because that is 3 streams that it has to render at once. I might try with other rendering options, but I have no idea whether it'll work or not. I from what I've seen, I do have quite a lot of CPUs still available, so I could very well just use a CPU encoder. I know there was, but it could definitely work. It could definitely work, and for a side stream like that, that's using less. I'm probably gonna be streaming in like 720. For the vertical streams, we should be okay. We should be okay. Anyhow, I'm gonna switch the game. Hi guys, hello everybody. Um, I do wanna really quickly respond to Lost Gaming of Night, who said that they were not going to be able to join today's stream because they're going to sleep. I wish you a very nice night. I wish you a night. Maybe a lost gaming. Oh, I'm sorry, but I hope you sleep well. And hello Fresh, who said test cringe. Who the fuck are you calling cringe? You're cringe. um, but yeah, now that I've responded to that message, I'm going to switch back to Stream Elements chat because because I don't know, I don't really enjoy having multiple stream chats. Give me a second. Copy the URL. Yes. Chat properties. Bam. Okay. Yes, I do want to say this. Okay, fantastic. We did it. Chat is saved. Okay, so what's the plan for today? I genuinely have no idea. I haven't really been thinking about it. I have been... Find me a ditto. You know what? Sure. Sure, we can do that. We can do that. Next ditto that shows up, I'm gonna hunt it. I'm gonna hunt that ditto down. But I think... Other than that, okay, so first off, I think I might wanna, like, head home. Why can I not write you? What do you mean you're too big still? Has the server, like, not updated? What happened? What happened? I thought I did it correctly. Reload configs. So this is Cobblemon Cobble Pokemon size. I don't know what the config what the commands are. Give me a second. Give me a second. I will try to do this. I will try to do this configs. Cobblemon size variations, config.json. Let's set this to 4.0. I have genuinely no clue how large. You know what? let's set it to 10. There's not going to be a single Pokemon that's going to be 10 times as big as me. Surely. But there's also some mean I will need to restart the server, unfortunately. So, yeah, fresh. Wait, okay. Also do for smaller, I already did. It's set to 0.1. I don't know how small that's gonna be. But you know what, I can probably do 0.01 and then it's like equal. This has drop to check. No, no, it should be fine. It should be fine because it's one. Unless the server just doesn't have. Hold on. Ah, so you see, this server doesn't have automatic restarts on. So every day at 24. Power action restart server. Okay. I did set up restarts now. Can I restart the server now properly? Okay. It has also been running for the entire time as well. So I do think we are better off if we do just restart really quickly. Test. Hello, Karlak. How's it going? Yeah, I was testing chats. Because chats are stupid and weird and bad. And I came to the conclusion that I can't stream on shorts anyways. Because it's crazy how like difficult YouTube makes this. It's genuinely incredible how difficult YouTube makes this, because to stream on both shorts and horizontally, you need to have two separate streams set up. Server back, hell yeah. You need to have two separate servers. Fuck. Fuck me. I accidentally took its held item, but we can fly on it, and that's all that matters. Okay. You need to have two separate streams. Then, like, you need to enable one of them manually, because I don't know. I don't know. YouTube just hates me apparently. God, I suck at speaking today. Did you get the bird some surgery so it's no longer too big to ride? No, I changed the law instead. I went and changed the law. So now everybody thinks that my bird is not big enough to ride, not small enough. Not that my bird is large enough to ride that I can do it. It's no longer illegal. Yeah, yeah. This is what you voted for, right? This is what you voted for. Anyways, back at the topic of goddamn YouTube. So I had to download a whole ass extension that lets me do vertical streams. And apparently, that takes up a lot of GPU because it has to render a whole other scene. So while I'm streaming to Twitch, so one single stream takes up around 30% of my GPU. Okay? Then my Twitch and my YouTube are going to take 60% together. Now, I'm investing in a streaming PC. See, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the money currently for a beefy fucking graphics card. So, we're screwed. Yeah, I don't have the money for a better graphics card right now. They're expensive as all hell. And honestly, I'm just happy I can dual stream on Twitch because it's such a good time to buy a new PC with all of the low prices. Exactly. Honestly, like as I've said, I might try to figure something out with encoding on my CPU instead. Because I do think my PC could handle it. I have a 13th gen Intel CPU, which is much better than my fucking graphics card, by the way. Because my graphics card is a little outdated by now, but it's still kicking, it's still working. So I'm not complaining, you know. But so I do think I could potentially figure out a way to encode the stream with. What's this? This is a really nice house. Ooh. Flash portion of weak. Wait, that's actually solid. That's actually really nice for zombie villages. You haven't created graphics on the CPU? No, I don't. Unless I'm not sure if I do. I would have to check because I don't use them. I've not used integrated graphics in like 20 billion years. So there is also a chance that it might just not work. But gosh, nobody has to know that. This is pretty much just a. I'm assuming there might be like a no. Let me quickly look. Let me quickly look if I do have integrated graphics. I do. Holy fucking shit. Dude, my my CPU's graphics are 16 gigabytes. What the fuck? I have somehow more gigabytes of integrated graphics than I do of my proper graphics. That's mad. That's mental. It uses RAM now. Yeah? No, well, no. I don't think that's the case here, because that's not the amount of RAM that I have, and the RAM is definitely not being used for this. So unless it has like built-in RAM. The thing is, I've never really looked into how this works. I just know it does. I just know it works, you know? Although I would be kind of pissed if for some reason, it was using 16 gigabytes of my 32 gigabytes of RAM. You know? All I'm saying. Tell me why the snow ditto chain is separate from the purple ditto. It is because it is a different species of ditto. It's because it's a completely different Pokemon. I think it's because like it's form sensitive. I could set it so it isn't, but then like Pokemon like a lot of the Vulpix and stuff, a regular Vulpix would be able to spawn and break your streak, which we don't really like. But yeah, unfortunately, still also no rideable Deoxys. Still no rideable Deoxys because I am lazy. No, because I came home and I immediately started working on streaming. Yesterday I was like way too depressed to even do like anything, so unfortunately haven't gotten around to doing any of that either. I do want to see, I do really, really, really want to see how the server panel is going to work. I did install Pterodactyl on my side computer, and I am using it to host Pixel Gardens, like the testing version of Pixel Gardens. And fun fact, it's working. It's working now. Like, or well, okay. I'm not sure whether it's working. I'm not like the dinosaur. Yeah, pterodactyl. I'm not like entirely sure whether it is working, whether it's actually properly working. I hope it is. I hope it is, but then at the same time, I don't know. I don't know because I'm just a person. I'm just a guy, and actually, I probably should like boot up my machine and ask somebody to try to motherfucker to try to connect to to the website that's hosted. I mean, it's working for me right now, and I'm kind of hoping it's going to work fully, if that makes sense. I did everything correctly. I at least I think. But of course I can't really talk about this on stream because I don't want to leak the panel URL. I might bother one of you to check later on once the stream is over. Where is Ditto? Dude, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Anyways, I'm trying to catch a Rowlet now. Because I got distracted. I found like 5 snow Ditto in the last 2 hours. Do they not streak? Because you do realize Ditto is an ultra rare, right? Not regular yet, but you do realize Ditto is an ultra rare, right? It's Red Bucket? Is it? I put it in the biome, but yeah, okay. Staraptor, can you, like, not be massive? I just have a 100 chain currently active in regular Ditto surface, which does not reset. I think it might be worth it to just switch to Snow Ditto, honestly. Because a 100 streak isn't really... It's not that much. And Snow Dittos are a lot easier to find. That one's regular. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I guess it won't matter if we trade shiny Ditto. Yeah, exactly. But that would require me to find a shiny Ditto as well, which that might take a while. I gotta try to find a snow Ditto. Speaking of streaming, because I was talking about this today, I think. Yeah, I think it was today. I overheard some of my coworkers chatting about streaming and making their own streams and stuff, and I was like, damn, I might actually have something that I can talk to my coworkers about because I also stream. Oh my goodness. And because I am me and I never talk to people, I decided not to talk about this for a good amount of time. W move, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I didn't talk about it for a bit. I was just listening to them talk like the little creep that I am. And I found out that the streamer coworker, he got banned off of Twitch for profanity. So like, I don't think I really wanna. I don't think I really wanna let them know I'm streaming. You feel me? You feel me? I don't know. I feel like no, not Barney. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because it's like I feel like people who cannot handle themselves when speaking in public, when they cannot handle their fucking profanity to the point where they say some seriously like bad worthy stuff. Obviously, I also cuss. I cuss a lot. I say fuck and bitch and shit and poop, right? But there's a difference because those aren't gonna get me banned. Those are not gonna get me banned. They're not gonna get anybody like offended. Yeah. But if you if you cannot control that and you ended up getting banned for saying things, then that I don't really think I want to talk to you just in general. Cause that is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, feel free to go to my place for dittos. I don't mind. There's definitely some. Definitely some. There's like always some. There's always some dittos there. Well, I think you're lying to yourself. I think you're lying to yourself here. I think you should. I think you should believe. I think you should believe in the fact that the ditto's gonna come. It's gonna what? It's gonna come. It's gonna show up. What? I spilled coffee on myself. I spilled coffee on myself. This is karma. This is karma. I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything bad. I just chose some poor words. GG, well played. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I think Lilo has an 85% of the red pocket on Mushroom Island. Maybe you should go to the Mushroom Island then, but Mushroom Island is too small. Okay. Okay. Picky. Picky. You went. Okay. Oh, not a single red bucket spawn. Okay, you... How long did you stay there for? How long did you stay there for? An hour, okay. That's a reasonable amount of time. Okay. I will not make fun of you for that. Last night, okay. Yeah. Is an igloo here? I do wonder if there's anything in the igloo that might be somewhat useful. I'm sure there's enough. I love this spawn on trees. Okay. Okay. Do I care about this Rowlet? No, I don't. I don't care. I care about this igloo more, to be fair. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I found snow right away. Yeah, see? You just have to believe in yourself. Okay, there's nothing here. I will now be going back home. Because I need to find some stuff. And by find some stuff, I mean put away some stuff in chests. I am fantastic at speaking. Oh my goodness. And after that, I think I might... So I'm gonna... Okay, fresh banana lands. Tell me, which directions have you explored in? Bro, they don't chain? They don't? Damn. That fucking sucks. I haven't gone direct south. Okay, okay. So I guess I will go direct south then. I will go direct south, and that's gonna be the entire stream. It's just gonna be me going in a single direction, trying to find whatever. Genuinely just whatever. I can't tell. Did he escape? Or is he just on top of the hill? He definitely escaped. He definitely escaped. But how did he do that? Dude, get... Is it this? I don't think so. What would he have escaped through, I wonder? Definitely not, like, not through here. You wouldn't be able to. I guess, so I lost my... Do you want me to get you that rig back, or are you chill with it? I mean, I can't just use commands. No, okay. Like I've said, like if you lot want anything, I am fine with it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't like this is the serious server. We're not big Poker Saga. At the end of the day, it's night, yeah. We're not big Pokesaga where you get banned for being AFK for 5 seconds. You feel me? No? Okay. uh okay, cool. I do have the shulker box now. I have a belief. I believe in myself and I can go and catch some Pokemon. Let me just pretty quickly check if I have any of Pokeballs. I mean, I do have these, I guess, which are fine. And I guess I'll take them, I suppose. Nothing else really to be found, so we'll keep these. Actually, let me. I'll get myself some fucking timer and quick balls too. And you know, might as well get some ultra balls as well. See, I'm very paranoid that I might find a shiny legendary Pokemon, because those are increased odds apparently. I don't really want to miss that. I don't really want to miss that, so we are going to. Oh, there's a Ditto. Fresh, there's a Ditto. There's also a Sentret and it's blocking my path. Regular Ditto, yes. It's a Why? Okay. Okay, I get. Nah, actually, I get it. I get. I'd also be pissed. Never back to regulars, yeah. To be honest, I forgot how uncomfortable flying on Pokemon can be sometimes with the stamina. Although I do like the stamina more than infinite flying, like how Pixelmon had it. I do prefer this. Less so, fly straight up and get off in the Elytra. Valid. Valid. No, wait, no, you can't. You can't get off with Pokemon when you're flying them. At least as far as I'm aware. You can? I can't. Well, I certainly cannot. Cobblemon can't. Yeah. Fly inside. Oh. I see. Well, you should have started with that. Is this a Ditto? Did this fucking Ditto, like, follow me? Or is this a Rattata? I genuinely can't tell. That's a Rattata. Turn enable in-flight dismounting to on. I can't be bothered. I'm not gonna do it anyways, because if I do, my Elytra's gonna break. Because I do not have mending. And I would rather keep it for when I have to, like, get off of a large mountain or something of that sort. If you get me. But I will keep it in mind. I will keep it in mind. Bro doesn't have mending. I don't. I don't yet. Okay? Listen, I don't play as much as you do. I don't play as much as you do. I actually don't know how much you guys play. But definitely more than me. Definitely more than me, because I come on here once every, like, 2 to 3 days. We need to keep our eye out. This is like the first time when I've actually needed to look around rather than just staring at the map. Although, looking at that, what is that? Is that just sweet berries? I think that's just sweet berries. I don't think there's anything that I really need to look for over here. But there is a tower. Let's go. Honestly, I have no idea what the fuck we're looking for. Oh, a tower and also this spot, which I think somewhere here. Yes, maybe a ditto. No, unlikely. Over here, this should have, yes, an excavation thingy. With a pot, and the pot has garbage. Okay. I will be marking this down. I will be marking this down once I get an excavation tool. Because for now, I don't really think it's really worth waypoint excavation. I don't really think it's worth going for that. With, you know, all of my limited inventory space and all of that stuff. Okay, I can't do that. I'm gonna need to. Okay, fantastic. Oh. Ah. Lovely, lovely. Dude, I love how these are designed to just be the most annoying thing in the entirety of the game. Duskstone, leafstone, some rare candies, small stuff. Water bucket. I put it away. I put my water bucket away. Which that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. I definitely should not have done that. And I will regret it totally in a few minutes. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh, protector. Protector is nice. As well as an ice stone. That's about it from all of the actually useful things. I have an axe. I have an axe. What am I doing? What am I doing? This guy forgot he had an axe. Why are you here? Asking you a question. A gimme ghoul. You know what? I'm just not going to... I'm not gonna kill anything other than gimme ghouls for the entire duration of this excursion. And I want to see. You're ugly as fuck. As I was saying, I'm not gonna kill any Pokemon. This is a monster. Nope, let's just open them. Let's just open them immediately. Nothing, nope, nope, nope. Don't care. Carry on. So I don't think these lower, give me a streak. So I think it should be fine killing them. I will not kill other Pokemon though, because I do want to see how many gimme ghouls I'm able to realistically kill just by going in a straight line. And who knows, maybe we'll get a shiny gimme ghoul. No, we're not. We definitely are not. It would be cool. It would definitely be really nice. But that's not gonna happen. Shiny Wishy Wash, shut the fuck up. You have one. You literally have one. You're trying to curse me with your own guy. Like, how evil can you be? He was sleeping. I was looking for a bed, but guy just decided, yeah, actually, there's no bed here. Hey, so do you mind if I steal your bed? Thanks. Cheers. Hey, how this guy just has pumpkins? Only pumpkins? We do need to kill. Steal all of the EXP candies that they have stashed, because I mean, it's always nice, isn't it? So it's nice to just have more items. It'll be especially useful if we find a shiny, which will be fucking useless unless we level it up. Like, for example, maybe a Magikarp, maybe a Feebas, maybe a Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy is always useless, actually, now that I think about it. Fuck you, Fresh. Is that anything important? No. I've come to the conclusion that getting on my Pokemon just for water is incredibly inefficient, especially because I do have the Depth Strider. What's this? This looks cool. Oh, okay. This is just Depth Strider. Hardly know her. You hardly know her because she's a wishy-washy. She's a fucking shiny wishy-washy. Okay, Pillager Tower. Pillager Tower, interesting. Do I really care? I guess we might as well run up it. We might as well run up the Pillager Tower, check out what they've got. Run back down immediately because I don't really wanna deal with them. Yo, hi. Ah! I got shot. Ooh. Didn't know you could find delicates here. Oh my goodness, what happened here? So, bam. Stole XP too. Vitamins, I don't know whether they're really that useful. I don't really know whether they're useful at all. But I am a hoarder. That's it. That's it. I just like having sparkly items. Sparkly items and a lot of them at that. Oh, also, you see, I was about to say, yeah, I figured out why the flow ads were showing up as missing textures. Did I fuck this up? Apparently I did. Apparently I completely forgot to enable the resource pack. That's incredible of me. That is just incredible of me. And it's classic now as well. Yeah, now the flow ad should look correct. If I can find it. Yep. Look. You left. You left me. You left me. Where the fuck did you go? Look. It looks normal now. Twat. Okay, CJ Reload. Okay. I need that pack. It should be in the It should be in a mod pack. But it should be like in, I think, data packs, and then you unpack the data pack and you put it in your resource packs folder. And that should work. Should. Too much work. Okay. You, you you do like pretty much the same exact amount of work putting that. Why are we LARPing? What the fuck are we LARPing? A LARP. That doesn't answer my question, Fresh. That does not answer my question. I feel like CJ just like being a green cat, holy lab. Yeah, okay, this guy definitely just heard LARPing being used in like Twitter on like Twitter or whatever, or like Valorant or whatever he plays. And suddenly he thinks he's cool for using a word he doesn't understand just because other people are using it. I've known that word for ages. Pipe down. Okay. Imagine. Clearly you're lying because I've only seen that word being used recently, which clearly means that this word has never existed before this. It's a lovely interpolation. Yes. Clearly you're lying. I'm not. I'm not. I'm literally being so truthful right now. Hashtag truth. Hashtag full. Rubs my belly. So yeah. This guy. Relic coins don't really. What's this chest doing, man? We will be taking the Waterstone. We will be taking the Waterstone. You never know. You never know when a evolution stone might be necessary. You know? I don't really fancy going into like water to find one smile. You know what would be sick? A fucking Komodo. So I am really happy. Meal. I am really happy that I found a village here. Village. A jungle. That's the word. Really happy I found a jungle. Not entirely sure whether I will even be a. What the fuck is the exclamation mark? Are y'all seeing this shit? What? What's this exclamation mark? Huh? Happened so much in the jungle. Well, guess we're investigating. Guess we're fucking investigating. There's a caterpie. Ah. Aha! I think I figured it out. I think I've got this. Wait, okay, so what level is this Caterpie? So, okay, it's level 13. Never fucking mind. It has something to do with the Caterpies and Metapods. It has something to do with the Caterpies and Metapods because this Caterpie is moving alongside. It's level 2. Maybe it's like a different form? Because there are different Butterfree types. You know what? You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do really quickly? I'll open up the resource packs folder and I'll check it. I'll just go ahead and check it. Sprite. Radiant. That's not it. Alacia? No. Idea? No. That's regular. So surely, if there is something going on, Valencian. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I just checked, and the exclamation marks uh with the canopies just means that they're the like different form of like that they will evolve into the different form of butterfly. Like that oddish right there that you're seeing, he will evolve into the different form of Vileplume and that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's from the Orange Islands, like anime. Those ones. Also, that looks awesome. That looks awesome. I wanna go there. Balls. Yeah. I love me some balls. Everybody knows that. There's nothing here. There is nothing. There is nothing worth looking at. Okay. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Okay. Yeah, and this is the exact time that we're using Elytra. This is the exact moment that Elytra is going to be useful. Yeah, very far up. And we're also apparently lagging. Yeah. Yeah. I love just falling in the water. I love just falling in the water. There's a Quaxley and I really want to hunt it. I really want to hunt it, but no. No. We carry on. We carry on. We will. We will see 20 billion Gimmigholes killed before the end of the day. That's a lie. That's a lie. No fucking way in hell would that happen. But okay, so what's this? What is it's a conculta. Okay, no. I'm not gonna be able to kill that. maybe if Banknote was a little bit higher leveled, then maybe. But as it is right now, I really don't think we'll be able to. Stream doesn't end until 20 billion. That is literally impossible because I have work tomorrow. So like oopsie boopsie, unfortunate stuff. I need to go to work. Smile. Ooh. These usually don't really have anything that interesting in themselves, but they might have a good fishing rod. And I would like to see whether they do. No, that is actually the opposite of a good fishing rod. It is like the worst. Well, actually no, because you can't get Curse of Binding on on a fishing rod. It would be really funny if you could, because that's not a thing you can wear. But yeah. A Leafeon. That's cool. Can't kill it either, because I'm weak as hell. But um maybe eventually we'll have a Pokemon that can take it out. Hmm. We're currently going to be entering America for a little second. God, everything. I do have to say, guns, yeah. If this is what I think it is, if this is the biome that I think it is, if I can fucking find this, because this, uh, biome Yellowstone, yeah. Terralif's Yellowstone is genuinely such a sick ass biome. This little piece of it does not really do it justice. It will not show you how cool this biome is in reality, but oh my goodness, it's one of the coolest ones that Terralif has. It is genuinely gorgeous. I do have to be honest though, I have no idea how IRL Yellowstone looks like. So I'm just assuming it looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same as the Minecraft one. It is yellow. It has stone. That's why it's called Yellowstone. If it didn't if it wasn't yellow, it would be called like Bluestone. And if it didn't have stone, well, that's easy. Yellow City, because that's the opposite of stone. A city. I do also have to say, I am pleasantly surprised how well the Pokemon sizes mod works with rideable Pokemon. I am pleasantly surprised because I was okay. I thought that it would have probably been decent because of how just because of how model anchors work in general. I've seen quite a bit of it. For a bird out in the water, you can still ride. I'm aware. I'm aware. However, okay, I'm not gonna fucking get that. I'm not gonna fucking get that. I'm gonna drown. it's it's way too far down there. Yeah, I know, but there's some ice here. There's some ice here. Might as well check out the ice. But yeah, I knew it would have worked somewhat decently. I didn't know it would have worked this well though, because that genuinely looks good as hell. I'm assuming it's because the anchors are like at a static distance um from the player at all times, or from the Pokemon, I mean, which yeah, would make sense. Would make Oh my goodness, look at the map. Look at the map. That is a lot of boys. That's a lot of boys. I'm not dealing with those. do kind of I do, Dude, every single time walking around, I have to point out, damn, I would really like to catch this one Pokemon. Because goddamn, I would really like to catch an Avalog right now. I would really love to catch an Avalog right now. They are very cool. Single issue, there aren't any shiny Avalogs right now, so bummer. Ooh. That looks interesting. But also looks like a lot of trees, which trying to find things where there's trees is really difficult. I will have to figure out whether that is preferable to going around a snowy area though. Because I do also think that ooh, okay, we can take it out. Because I do also think that having to deal with like 50 billion random ass powdered snow piles would be just not the greatest. Not something I want to deal with. Nope, nope, nope. Can't believe they gave me a stick. Unless I didn't get a stick and I'm just delusional. I really don't think I had that stick before. I'm trying to figure out what this exact like this thing is here. Looks neat. Looks neat, but it doesn't really have. Nope. I guess it's just a basic structure. I guess it's just a basic structure. That's fine. That's fine. Speaking of structures, I really have to start brainstorming ideas to add some structures to Pixel Gardens. Because that is one of the things I want to do. I want to add like a solid amount of those so that people who go around exploring can actually find things instead of just the same couple of basic structures over and over again, if you get me. Plus potentially some overworld dungeons that offer that like multiple players can play them without the rewards running out. What is this? This look that's a lot of lapis. That is a lot of lapis. A singular purple dot sits there, which purple dots are usually projectiles. No idea what the fuck a projectile would be doing here. Unless it's... Oh my god, it's a wishy-washy. Do I just become like incredibly rich when it comes to water stones? I guess I could. No idea what the no fucking clue what this is supposed to be. But I will take the I will take the stones. I will take the stones. The stones are nice. Thank you. Okay, that was gonna be gonna be sick and epic. And I was gonna hit that Neo, but I couldn't. I couldn't because I suck at parkour. We really want this many? I don't think so. I think we might as well. I think we might as well leave some of these alone. I fucking hate this guy. I missed Maid Dress Meow. too fucking bad. Take all of them. I don't have the energy to do that. I'd be asked. No idea what the fuck like was here. Well, yeah, CJ, why the fuck are you on YouTube now? I thought you were leaving. Push up. On it, boss. On it. Let me just get out of the water first. Push up time. See, if I were in the Matrix, I would not have been able to do a push up. I hit my chandelier. Oopsies. Woo! I was waiting for someone. They ain't done the things yet, so me go watch YouTube. That's fair. That is fair. I did the push up, by the way. Yeah. Okay, back to running. Back to running. Yeah, this really is a workout. Not only am I doing push-ups, I'm also running. Is this... You have a Staraptor, use it. Okay. No. The thing is... Okay. So, here's the deal. I don't really like flying a Pokemon, okay? I don't really like flying a Pokemon when I'm exploring. Because, to me... If I'm up in the air and generating new chunks, the lagging back and forth is just really uncomfortable. And I don't know if you've noticed, Raptor does do that. So you still want affiliate now that Twitch is apparently enforcing ID checks for new affiliates. The thing is, Twitch is a company, okay? So here's my take on this. Here's my wild hot take on this. Twitch is a company. Twitch requiring your ID for like to give you money is completely valid. That is completely valid. Because at the end of the day, this is almost like getting a job. This is almost like getting a job, right? At the end of the day, it's like I understand I say that phrase a lot, okay? Shut up. But yeah, it's almost like getting a job where they need to confirm who you are, what you're like. It's also the same shady company that Discord had to cut ties. Yeah, but slight difference still is that Discord doesn't I don't need to verify anything for Discord, because that is just not required for me. I don't use Discord to browse porn or whatever, right? And I feel like yes, it's a fucking stupid shady company, and if I had the choice, I definitely wouldn't have, like, I definitely wouldn't. But the way I see it is, if I will most likely not verify anything until it's time to get my first payout out of it, because that's a thing apparently you can do. Plus, I'm fairly certain, because I was already an affiliate, they just already have my ID. Unless they decide, hey, we want another one. In which case, that's weird as fuck, first off. But yeah, I can't really say this bothers me. I can't really say this bothers me. Because I know damn well one of these companies is definitely going to get my identity at some point, and they're definitely going to fuck some shit up, okay? So, I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, if the government wants to know who I am, they want to hear me talk about, like, politics and how much I hate the government, and they're going to send spies after me, fucking go for it. Fucking go for it. I'll just have more material to shit on the government. Like, I am really happy that Discord did cut ties with that company, though. I do wish that those the CBS watching the stream. I do wish that that got them like age verification bullshit would just be completely taken off of the internet. Because I feel like because it's definitely not helping anybody. It's definitely not helping anybody. Especially because this is something stupid I've noticed. This is something incredibly stupid I've noticed, right? If we assume every single person is a child, then that means every single adult who does not want to show that they are an adult is automatically a child. Which, in turn, is just more child endangerment. Child until proven adult, exactly. What's funny is I have actually not had to verify myself as an adult on Discord. Which I did hear that it went to more places than just England and whatever the other place was. I did hear that it was in more places, but I was never forced to do that. They just assumed I was an adult for, I guess, obvious reasons. I have been buying Discord Nitro for pretty much. How long has it been? How long has it been? It's been a while. Cause I've been getting it since I got my first, I don't say paycheck, but I did have like I was getting money from the government, as some of you might remember, since 4/10/22. Yeah, thank you. 4 years. 4 years at this point. Yeah. So it's like, if let's say I was 18 right now, which I'm not, I'm 22. If I was 18 right now, that would mean that I've been buying yearly Nitro for 4 years. Which I don't know, doesn't really sound like a thing a child would do. Unless they have really rich parents. Which I don't. I'm also not a child. But but when I was a child, I also didn't have rich parents, so like, there's always that. One more really funny thing to me is how all of those face verification things are... I thought we established that you are a child until you can prove otherwise. I can prove otherwise, though. I can prove otherwise. If you look at my YouTube channel, currently, it is 12 years old. My YouTube channel is older than I was when I created it. Yeah. It's older than I was when I created it. I'm not showing my ID on stream. I am not showing my ID on stream. It always, I wouldn't say shocks me. For credit card and details on stream, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. What the fuck? What the fuck would I give you? Straight up. Okay. So right now, the money that I have in my bank account is for apartment payments. Showing it already, and I did. I could never. Well, currently, I have my regular ass savings. I keep 1,000 in my savings always, and I do not go below that number because if I do, I will die. That's a joke, of course. But I do keep a little bit of money. Give me money now. I do keep that money in case I get fired. Pretty much. Because if I get fired, $1,000 or what is savings for Genshin? No. No. I'm not that stupid, okay? Although this would be I think this would be enough to C6 a character. If my brain isn't stupid. No, well, no, yeah, no, it would be. It would be. But I also do have to pay off this month and then the other month of apartment payments. And I also have to pay off some loans, which I took out for my CPU, which to be fair, thinking about it, I might actually take out another loan after that to get a better graphics card if I'm really gonna focus on streaming. But we'll see about that. We'll see about that. You are that stupid? I'm not going. I'm not. You're gonna pay me back for that? Pay you back for what? For the loan? For the loan that I took out from a bank? Are you the bank, CJ? Are you Mr. Bankman? Take a loan to pay off the loan, smart. Yeah. Yeah, reverse, not gonna lie. Yeah, it really does feel reverse, isn't it? You are. Why do you keep to be fair, wait, if you think about it, banks do beg for your money. They beg you to take out a loan so that they can get the money from the loan. He is a bank. He's right. There's some stuff here. Ooh, another moonstone. Pretty nice. Small candy. We might as well take out the great balls. Might as well. What's this? Is this poison? It looks like it. No, it's ghost. Okay. Right, okay, don't say that as questioning me. Right, anyways. Although for that, it's the same as my plans to get a proper VTuber model, right? It's like, yeah, I do want to get that eventually, but first I want to make sure that the CJ CJ real stands for Spank Manager. Yep, precisely. Please don't. This is fine. No, I do wanna get the proper one. I do wanna get a proper one eventually. Especially because my friend is a VTuber model maker person. But like, either way, that's not gonna happen for a decent amount of time. Also, don't worry, I'm not going to become a basic ass anime boy. Don't fucking fret. Don't worry about that. I am not leaving being a cat. Okay? That is not happening in a billion years. You play Genshin too late. Yeah, but like playing Genshin and being an anime boy there's a difference. There's a difference though. But yeah, I had an idea. If you look at my profile picture, you see the guy is like holding a cat. I was kind of thinking of having a similar character, just holding the cat while the cat talks. I just think that would be really cute. And it would give like if you guys remember the cat that was being held in the palm of someone's hand. I think it would be kind of cat the hat. No, not cat the hat in the hand. HAND. Yeah, Mr. Old PFP, it had character. That's an actual fuck ass person. Okay. Okay. L? Dude, your fucking PFP is some basic ass. What's it right now? What's it right now? It's it's just some anime girl with red hair. I can't tell if that's Teto. I genuinely cannot tell if that's Teto or if that's. How that work, by the way? You talk and control the cat, and the anime guy just holds it and blinks? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. The guy is just there. The guy is just there. His job is just to hold my fucking cat. Because I just think that's an incredibly funny, like, idea. And the thing is, mostly I want to do that because of the tracking. Like you can tell the tracking that's on this cat is pretty mediocre. I mean, sometimes when I'm speaking, it doesn't even open its fucking mouth. So that's always a plus. But I am hoping that when a person who actually knows how to make models does it, it'll work a little bit better. When it's like properly made and stuff. Let's not worry, cat is still cat. Cat is never leaving. Will the trackable feature model be able to do a push-up? I will ask them. I will ask them about it. I will ask them about it, and I will have the cat do a push-up if necessary. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be because it's still going to be a 3D model, obviously. Because I'm not rich. But if I'm able to make a toggle where the cat does do a push-up that I can trigger while I'm doing a push-up, it would be kind of... I'm not becoming an anime boy. I literally already said that like twice. I said that like twice. I'm not becoming an anime boy. I'm staying a cat. Do you listen? I'm really shocked how I haven't found any goddamn structures so far. Okay, well, it's guy time. Time to fly on guy. Full body motion tracking suit next stream. See, like that's completely unnecessary. That's completely unnecessary. I feel like because all I do is I just kind of sit here. I just sit here and I do nothing. So fresh about that like small mushroom island. Yeah. Do you want the larger one? The CJ and CJ reload stands for just doesn't just listen. True. Facts. The M in Meow stands for I'm not going to become an anime boy. Nah. No, because I genuinely feel like it does not match me to just be a generic ass guy. Meanwhile, the A in exactly, he gets it. Correlate gets it. Correlate gets it. No, I just don't really feel like it would fit the vibe of how I am. The S in Omeo stands for smart. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You think this is a roast? You think this is a roast? But I literally, I was gonna incriminate myself. I am not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I am not incriminating myself. Thank God Tyler's not here. What do we have here? We have. I guess. How do you incriminate yourself for saying you're not smart? No, I was gonna say something else. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but. Dude, I really hope we can find something, just like anything. Just anything. Do it backwards, that way the government can't pick it up. Yeah, but like I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about your lot. I don't want you lot to know about it. if if you could find something, you could probably find something if you flew. Valid criticism. That's it. Valid criticism. Um. Oh, and also because I am stupid, I will not be able to say anything backwards because that requires a lot of brain power. Unfortunately, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. See, if I was an anime boy, I would be one of those. I would be one of those, super smart ones with the glasses. Like the glasses. They um they do the fucking glasses adjustment thing, and the glasses like go all white. Yeah, I'd be one of those. Okay, well that was. No, I've got this. I've got this. Okay. Woo! White glasses sounds like a hindrance more than anything. No, because it's like light reflecting off of your glasses or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. No, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I I genuinely do not even watch anime. Is it light supposed to go through the glasses though? I well, yeah, because you're supposed to see through them, unless they're like sunglasses. But then depends on the angle. That's true. That's also true. Coating from the glass will prevent stray light from the edges from going through. Uh huh. Uh huh. Coating. So see, I've been wearing glasses for so long, and I genuinely, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day on the Meow live stream. And by you, I mean me. I'm the one. I'm the one learning stuff. Oh. There's like so many animes that I've been recommended over the years that I just haven't watched because I'm a lazy bum. Like I'm pretty sure I watched a few episodes of Mob Psycho as Fresh recommended to me. It was good. I liked it. I don't think I finished it though. Because as I've said, I suck at watching things. Unless there's like 12 people forcing me to watch things, I'm going to struggle. Some obsidian. Obsidian is nice. Hmm. The I do think actually the obsidian might be really nice because then once I'm okay, I guess I can just like keep going until I have enough obsidian for 2 nether portals, and then I can just connect one end to the other end with nether portals. I'm so clever. I'm so smart. Goodness me. Hmm. I really like how sometimes there's just random ass items on the floor. Like what the hell happened there? What the hell happened there to make it so that these flowers dropped? Oh, it's just water. Okay. That explains it. What the fuck? Oh, it's a pie roll. Holy clipping. Ooh, I see an object on the map. I see an object on the map. We can possibly like a chest or something. Ooh. A single chest. Oh, it's another moonstone thingy. And yes, we do have a chest here. It's a gimme ghoul. Oh. Oh no. Not a shiny one either. Screw that guy, I guess. I wonder if I've missed anything. Probably not. I've definitely seen everything that there is to see. See, I almost missed this. I keep talking about how oh yeah, I've definitely not missed anything, and then I go and I almost missed something. How does it feel to be this good at video games? It's a tough life. It's a tough life, you know. Every day, hordes of my fans start knocking at my door, telling me, meow, meow, play the video game. And I have to fend them off because I have to go to my job to play video game. Because I get paid for that, and I don't get paid for this. Those fans don't actually watch my streams. They don't actually know I'm streaming. They're just kind of outside my house usually. They're like outside the window, looking, type shit. Like me, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I can actually see Fresh right there. Wow. Hey there. Hope you're not freezing out there. It's currently, let me tell you, it's currently 1 degree outside. Which honestly, that's pretty warm. That's pretty warm out. Pretty warm, yeah, yeah. Honestly, for Poland standards, like. I assume you speak in Celsius, yeah. So it's like it would be like 30. Thank you. Cheers. I was gonna look it up. Yeah, somewhere around there. I was gonna say 36. Don't think that's 33.8, I think, technically. Okay. I don't know where the number 36 came from me. I think it's just because it's the basic temperature of a human body in Celsius. Recently, my thermometer broke. And, well, because of that, I don't really have an excuse not to go to work. Because I can't even check if I have a fever usually. Which, honestly, sometimes I have felt like dying. And I wanted to see if I have a fever. Because, oopsie daisy, definitely felt like I was close to having one. Wasn't able to check though, ever. Because I don't have a thermometer anymore. Millstone. Pretty decent stuff overall, I would say. We also have this. Let's see, are we gonna get more obsidian? Yep. You know, I'm thinking to myself, will we get more obsidian? Dude, these are portals. You can break them. You can break them. They have obsidian. I do one stream of me walking in one direction, and then I'm gonna do, and then the next stream is actually going to be me trying to get through the nether. I think that's gonna be fine enough. Just go roof. I was thinking that. I was thinking that. But also, where's the fun? Where's the fun in that, you know? Like, yes, I could go roof. But what about all of the what about all of the cool trinkets I may find? Trying obsidian. Who hurt it? Me. Because I mind over pickaxe. Hello, potato. How's it going? Hope you've been doing well. We haven't spoken in a while. But yeah, hello, welcome to the stream. We are currently playing Cobblemon and suffering because I cannot find a single good structure. I found one. I found one that looked promising. Turned out it was practically empty. Open a bit, yeah. Okay, I guess I might check this place out. Because I do need a little bread refill. As I still don't have a food source. It's been so many streams. I somehow still don't have a food source. It's classic me. There have been back in the day when I used to play still with like my old friend group. I would never make food farms. I would just have a fire aspect sword, and I used to just run around killing cows. That was my entire food plan, and it never changed. It never changed. Any server we were on, the cow population was just dead because of that. And you can't. No frame 1 automatic wheat farm. I don't even know how to make an automatic wheat farm. I have like a general idea of how to make quote unquote automatic farms with villagers, because I've seen Mumbo Jumbo do it. I've seen Mumbo Jumbo do it once. Was it Mumbo or was it Grian? I think it was one. It was one of them. It was a Hermitcraft person. I saw him doing that once. Mumbo. Sure. You know what? Sure, it was Mumbo. I saw Mumbo doing it once. And like thanks to that, I have a general idea of what goes on in a farm, but I genuinely have no clue what the logistics are, how it works, what items you need, how to put the villager in there, and how to make sure that it does its job correctly without eating the carrots. You know, just me problems. Good thing there are plenty of cows to kill on the server. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was a personal choice. It was a personal choice to disable animals on the server. Lex's server had animals of a villager on the other of a villager on the other side of Hopper minecarts, so they can't ever breed. I think I get it. I think I get what you're saying. So basically, just like one villager, then one villager is trapped, and one villager is trying to give the other villager the stuff that it got, and it's being dropped into a Hopper minecart instead. Yes, okay. Ooh, I'm so smart. I think I saw Mumbo do it once. Makes you legally qualified to make an automatic wheat farm. It definitely does, yes. It definitely does. Momo is like, if you think about deep enough, both of them are trapped. Yes, both of the villagers are trapped. I don't know what you're all about. They're both working in a farm that doesn't pay them. Which is just like me working at company, at evil company. But to be fair, speaking of evil fucking companies, I swear to God, I think I've mentioned this before, but I will mention it again because it pisses me off to no end. One of our friends actually works for HelloFresh, and goddamn, that company is wow. Wow. Oh, I was thinking of observers and floating the entire field when most arrive. I think that's a semi-automatic one because you do have to replant it, don't you? Unless there's like a way to plant them that I haven't heard of. Ice. I love it. I hate ice biomes. I hate ice biomes. Ice biomes have powdered snow. back to goddamn HelloFresh. God, I hate them. So my friend recently told me that other than like obviously the same as terrible stuff that they always do, like paying people below minimum wage and then also like taking away a cut of their money for unplanned leaves, which by the way, that's insane. Because if you're leaving, you're already not getting the money for that day. Why the hell would you also cut off a part of their fucking salary? That just makes no sense to me. You're basically stealing. But whatever, I digress. I found out that they're also never on time with their salaries. Like what? You're like a multi-million-dollar company, okay? I understand if random ass guy who owns a store might miss your paycheck by a couple of days, right? I understand that. Not motherfucking big giant company that has 50 billion employees across 27,000 countries, okay? Like that is just awful. That is just awful. Anyways, I am very glad that I never even thought about getting any of those products. Let me guess, give out proper contract, so just sign here and we may pay you. No. So it's contractors. It's some contractors. If I'm sure you know how it works, I don't have to tell you. It's just a guy signs a contract and they're not technically a part of the company, so they don't get any of the benefits that the company does provide for you. But they do get paid and they are under a contract, but the contract is very fragile and it can be cut off at any point. And the company doesn't actually have to give a shit. They don't have to give like a severance package for firing them. They don't have to do anything. They can just decide they don't want you one day, and it's all within the right. You basically do not get most of the protections that you should get as an employee, because you're technically working as a separate entity, right? It's technically not part of the company. Which thankfully, at least on so like food delivery drivers, yeah, basically. But instead of food delivery, I'm just kind of looking at video games for an entire 8-hour day. God damn, I am just so absolutely miserable when it comes to that work. I wish I could go work somewhere else, But that is, by the way, what does your friend do at HelloFresh? She is a like when you have an issue and you call up the company. She basically responds to chat. Customer support, yeah, thank you, customer support. Yeah. Which already I do have to say, like, customer support, I know they don't get paid well. Because that is one of the, at least from what I've heard, it's one of the easier jobs, or at least it feels the easiest because it's just talking to people, but then at the same time it's kind of like customer service where, oh my goodness, it seems easy, but once you actually do it, it's fucking terrible. I'm pretty sure it's one of those cases. Oh, transgender. Wowza. At least I have a human customer. Yeah, that's also true. Although, hell respect for the people to do that full time. I could never. What, customer service? Because yeah, the thing is, she actually works longer hours than I do. Probably longer hours than both you and I do. Because that is I think she works from 2 a.m. to like 11, which is 9 hours. Which, by the way, kind of crazy. I would die. I don't know what it is about like office environments. They really... Why did the Lanoon fall asleep? Did I miss something? Lanoon just decided to go take a nap. Okay. This is goat. What should we name him? He's a sleepy guy. What do we name him? What do we name the Lanoon? CJ? No. I wonder how many people start their... Hello, fresh. Saddam Hussein. I'm not naming it Saddam Hussein. No, I veto both of them. I veto both of these. Bro, looks like a piece of bacon. I'll call him Baconator. Name is Snorlax. That guy likes to sleep now. Yeah, but his name is Breakfast. His name is Breakfast because it's the thing I skip, so I can sleep longer. Brecky. I'm not Australian. So, change it to Brexit. I'm not calling him Brexit. I'm not calling him Brexit. That thing took away my favorite supermarket, okay? That thing took away my favorite supermarket. I will forever be mad. I will forever be angry. Bring back Tesco's. First place, it took a girl out for a date. Which one? Tesco's, obviously. I keep making jokes about it, but I've actually not been to a Tesco's in... Well, okay. Obviously, they've been closed for a really long time now. I didn't know there were Tesco's in Poland. There were. There were, and there was one really close nearby to where I lived, but then it got close, it got shut down, and got replaced by a Netto. If you know what a Netto is. The one with the dog. Bitches love the Tesco meal deal. Exactly. Well, this bitch clearly didn't, because she started ghosting me. It wasn't after this. It was a completely unrelated thing. But I would like to blame this on Tesco so that I can avoid all responsibility I'm bitches. Fair. Fair. I'm also bitches. If that's the case. I'm not going up there. I'm not going up there. You know what? I'm gonna save myself the trouble. It's good. Maybe your Tesco meal deal was just too weird. We didn't actually get the Tesco meal deal. I don't actually remember what we got. The ghosting was the only option. God. Could you imagine? uh But yeah, that Tesco's that it has not existed for a while at this point. It shut down. It shut down when I still was going to school, like properly going to school, and it was replaced. And the shop that it was replaced with, like, no shade to Netto. I'm sure their stores are not as bad as the one that we had. What the fuck is this? What? These are cool ass spikes, but like, I always get so excited seeing them. Working at a grocery store since December, and holy fuck, I hit customers more. Probably should fucking tell me about it. I do want to switch to work at a grocery store at some point though, because while I feel like customers are going to suck, the fact I'll be more physically active might make me feel better. So like, I'm still thinking about it, but it's also kind of fucking difficult to get a job at a grocery store in this area, because for some reason most of the people in like around here believe that being a cashier is a woman's job, okay? And I am not a woman yet. I'm not a woman, so. But if you're playing video games for a living, isn't that a dream for come true for most boys? Yes. If you think if you think about it, yeah. But it sucks. It proper sucks. Back to what I was talking about. If I can remember what the fuck I was talking about, wait. Breakfast woke up. Oh my goodness, breakfast is up for breakfast. I'm smart. Hold on. Brain fart. Oh yeah, I'm sure all Netto stores, they're not bad. But the one that we had, holy shit, you walk in and immediately it just smells. It just reeks of something. No idea what exactly it was. But it was nasty, and it just really made the shopping experience so much worse for you. Really wouldn't recommend. Also, to elaborate on this, yeah, I feel like QA testing. QA testing could be fun if you are genuinely involved in the testing. Okay, if you're genuinely involved in all of the like spreadsheets and all of the test cases and all of that stuff, if you're involved in creating those and planning and all of that stuff, because that is active, that is something you're doing that you have to actually put your fucking brain into, instead of just staring at the computer screen and pretending to be doing shit. Because, like, oh my goodness, if they ask me to do performance testing for the 7th time this week, because, I don't know, they've decided that, we have to do performance testing on co-op now, just to make sure that nothing gets bad in co-op. But then, nothing changes? The performance is exactly the same. What's the point? What's the point? I could tell you there's no issues with the performance in co-op. Because I can see it. I have eyes. Do you need me to list out every single frame just to make sure that it works? No, I can just tell this to you. Because personally, if I were doing co-op testing, I would be paying attention to, I don't know, maybe the actual features that the game has, and maybe fixing that instead of trying to find an issue with like FPS, right? Am I crazy for that? But anyways, like all I do is I sit in front of my fucking computer and I watch YouTube and I look at like my screen sometimes to pretend I'm working. And then sometimes they will give me an actual interesting task, which I will finish in like an hour, and then until the end of the shift, I have genuinely nothing to do. This is a very common thing. I complain about this a lot. Because it's awful. It's awful. They'll go be like, oh yeah, this is a task for the entire day, and I'll be done with it in less than an hour. And then what the fuck else am I meant to do? What am I meant to do then? Go on my phone? I can't. You're not letting me take my phone in here. What's especially bad to me is that I cannot have any kind of access to any kind of social media or any kind of communication with the outside world while I'm in the office. Which, you know, on one hand, I understand because you have to, you know, keep the secret. Yeah, in a store, there's always something to do. Exactly. Like if you're, let's say, not doing anything, if there's no customers, you might as well check if all of the shelves are stocked, or if, I don't know, a customer didn't like break their back in alley 4 and they're now bleeding out and you have to help them, but nobody noticed, so they're kind of already kind of almost dead. But if you hurry up and you call the police, you might be able to save them. Smile. It's a fake story. This never happened. I've never worked at a store. And I'm calling the police. Just, I meant to say the ambulance, but I just blurted out the police. Okay, please. I'm not the smartest bean. This is why I should not be working on video games. But yeah, genuinely any kind of more active task, I feel like would make me feel a lot more fulfilled in what I'm doing. I just want to check this. I just want to check this place out. This looks kind of cool. Speaking of being active, are you gonna ask me to do a push-up? Double push-up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Crazy work. We had someone collapse the other day, and the ambulance picked him up and everything. Not sure what exactly happened. He saw the prices and he just fainted because of the prices. Okay, give me a second. I will be doing a push-up right now, ladies and gentlemen. I am doing a push-up. Please keep your attention on me as I do one push-up and then a second one. Oh my goodness, he is so cool. How does he do it? How does he do? My hands hurt now. How does he do it? every single time I go down on the floor to do the push-up, it is just so cold. It's so cold on my floor. Which I feel like is partially because my apartment has really shitty heating. It's pretty much just one radiator. Just gonna heat the floors. Easy. I do think it's kind of funny, because I'm pretty sure you like I shot my apartment should be one of the warmest ones, but I think because you not have a yoga mat or something similar. How'd you doing myself? You doing okay today? I just woke up today and I was thinking of I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm such a pretty boy. So true, Tony Momo. So true, man. I also think to myself, oh my goodness, I'm such a pretty boy. Every time I get up and look in the mirror, I think that to myself. You know what? You know what? Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that. Do you not have a yoga mat? Something similar. See, I should invest in one. I should probably invest in one if I am doing fucking push-ups on stream. I should, but also that costs money. And I don't know. I might get like a carpet. No, actually that wouldn't work. That would just slide around in it. You can have a temporarily heated flooring if you put boiling water. Have you guys heard about when I burnt like my hand by pouring boiling water on it? And then I did a really stupid thing and I put it out the window so that it would cool down, but it cooled down way too fast. So then it was a little frostbitten. It was a little frostbitten, and I was like, oh my goodness. Well, this sucks. Because it feels quite a bit like if my hand was burned, which it wasn't. At that point, it was super fucking cold, and I realized that. Which degree did you get? I think it was just the basic one, the basic one, the lowest tier, whatever that is. I think, is it first degree? First degree is frostfire. Yes, frostbite. Because it was like -10 degrees at that time, and I put my hand out the window. And it was just super fucking cold, especially after it was just burnt. I am stupid. This was the first time I ever burnt any body part. So obviously stupid things will happen. I am wiser now. I am wiser and older, and this was a year ago. And my hand looks fine now, I think. Although I do have to say, I still have the memory of the moment that I spilled that water. I still have that memory like vividly ingrained in me. How I pretty much, if you've ever seen one of those videos of cats jumping away from something that scared them, right? If you just think about that, but then the cat is very large and chucks off all of its clothes on the floor while running away. That was me. Which I realized probably doesn't sound as funny as it actually was. And I probably shouldn't be laughing at this because I did genuinely get hurt. Green cat jumps away from boiling water and decides to strip. Exactly. No, but that's like I'm pretty sure at least that is what you're supposed to do. Less so with the comedic jump away, but you should probably get away from it and take all of the pieces of clothing that did go into contact with the water so that it doesn't get burnt even more. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. So I think I did pretty well. Pretty well. First time getting burnt, you know, I think I did pretty well. It was peak performance. Drop and roll. I'm not on fire. I'm not on fire. I'm not on fire. That was the apartment next to mine. Okay. Turtle position then? I don't think that would help either. Oh yeah, context to you. I know damn well you haven't heard of this. The apartment next to mine burned down completely. It was a massive fire. It was a massive fire. And pretty much half of my floor is currently black. What the fuck was it recent? Have you not heard of this? Korlak, have you not heard of this? It was like a month ago. It was like a month ago. I mean, I guess I didn't like post about it. I guess I didn't really have a Discord server back then, so I guess it makes sense. But still. But like, yeah, it was insane. I came home from work after taking a detour to get some stuff. The apartment dropped and rolled. Exactly. I took a little detour because I did hear there was a fire, but I was like, because my mom called me. My mom called me and she was like, "Okay, Victor, there was a fire in your building, but don't worry. We saw where the fire happened, and it looked to be closer to the bus stop than your apartment. So I don't think it was your apartment. I think you're okay, right?" And so I'm like, we're chilling. We're chilling. If it's close to the bus stop, I'm not really that close to the bus stop. I'm close-ish, but I'm not. The bus stop isn't below my apartment, right? So, I feel like I'm chilling. I decide to take a detour to grab some groceries, and I woke up. I walk up to the entrance to my like apartment building. Oh yeah, I think I found the news. Oh, you did? Fantastic. Yeah, I woke up to the apartment building, and suddenly, oopsie poopsie, there is like 5 get doxed, idiot. You know where I live. It's not doxing if you already knew. I walk up there. There's like 5 firefighter cars. I didn't. That's a lie. Okay. Honestly, I would have believed you. Honestly, I would have believed you. Mainly because I feel like I've definitely told you where I live. So, yeah. But there's like 5 firefighter cars, and they're all firefighter cars. Yes. What the fuck are they called? Trucks? Trucks. Firefighter trucks. Is that better? Is that better for you? Fire truck? Yes, fire truck. Sorry. Listen. It's. I'd say it's close enough. I'd say it's close enough. I'd say that's close enough. I just can't believe I forgot the word fire truck. Wow. Wow. Hey, but at least I didn't call them police, okay? At least I didn't call them the police. Again. Mm. And actually, thanks to the detour that I took, I was able to practically walk into my apartment immediately as I got there. I asked one of the ladies that was standing in front, like, what the hell is going on? What happened? And they point to my, they point to the door leading to my apartment. Not my own apartment, but like the line of apartments. You get what I mean. They point at the door. And they go, yeah, there was a fire inside of there. And like immediately heart stops. Oh my goodness, I have so many valuable things in there. My computer costs like $5. So, you know, it just incredibly stressful situation. But I did get to go into my apartment pretty fucking quickly. Didn't have to really worry about that, which is pretty nice. Though, oh my goodness, I had to pretty much live with the window just wide open for what felt like a year, but in reality it was on like a week. Nowadays it doesn't stink anymore, and my apartment is warm again. Well, as warm as it's as warm as it can be, but also were you advised to wear a mask or something? No, because okay, so my apartment didn't actually get really affected. Not as warm as during the fire, I bet. Oh well, of course. But no, I wasn't instructed to do anything genuinely. Like they didn't ask me to do shit. I just kind of showed up there, and there were people going in and out of the building for the next few hours. You know, just to do all of the silly government things that they do whenever there's a fire. And I'll get this. Hold on. I'll get this. This is doable. This is doable, clearly. Okay. Wow, let's go! This is why they call me the GOAT. Anyhow. There are people going in and out for quite a while after that. Very loud, very annoying. There were ladies pretty much just checking out the apartment next to mine for, I think, the next week. The neighbors would just like walk up, chat next to it, talk about, oh, how awful the fire was. I wasn't there, and it also didn't affect my house, so I didn't really care. But how awful the fire was. Like we're in, you know, the medieval ages. And yeah. And also, the corridor leading up to here, it is completely black still. What's kind of funny, well, okay, it's not funny, obviously, none of this is funny. But I do think it's really lucky. New paint job, okay. I do think it's incredibly lucky that nothing in my apartment or the part of the corridor leading to it got properly damaged. Like, sure, my door is a little black. I did clean it. It looks fine now. The part above the door is still black, but that's fine. That's okay. Sometimes this happens, you know. You can't get everything always. But I had like I had to check like my internet. I had to check my electricity. Obviously, first the electricity, then the internet, because if there's no electricity, the internet's not gonna fucking work. They have to check both of them. Both of them will work fine. The one thing that actually got damaged in the entire situation was my TV cable. Because, fun fact, I do have a TV cable. I do have cable, which has gone unused since my grandmother died. They just never removed the cable. Did you get some kind of compensation? No. And I've also, so there was a fundraiser. Done by, it was the daughter of the lady who lived underneath the house that burnt down, because they also got affected because of all of the water that was going into the apartment above them. So of course they got affected by it, but they did a fundraiser, and my mom told me about it, and she was like, hey, so like they're doing a fundraiser, blah blah blah, you should take some money if they give it to you. And I just said no. I just said I wouldn't. Also, bad coach, thanks. And I just said I wouldn't, because the thing is, I would not feel okay taking money from a woman whose house burnt down. Okay, that would not be poggers. That would not be poggers. I have values. I have values other than money. That my mom doesn't, right? It's just she was kind of mentioning it because of that. Because technically, it is like we would have to replace my door. Really, she would miss a couple hundred, yeah. But the fundraiser kind of didn't do well. The lady was like getting, I wouldn't say insulted, but people weren't exactly nice to her either. For honestly no fucking reason. It's like okay, why? I understand there's a lot of people trying to use other people's suffering to scam others, right? Like, I understand that. But I really don't think we should immediately assume that every person who decides to host a fundraiser for somebody, especially if that somebody lives close to them and is an elderly woman who does not use the internet, right? I don't think our first thought should be, oh my goodness, this person's clearly gonna scam us. I don't think that's the case. I genuinely don't think that's the case. Like, the thing is, I'm sure there was some part of her that wanted some of that money for, repairs in their own apartment, because obviously they got affected too. But that was disclosed. In the fundraiser. There was a fundraiser for the lady whose house burned down, and also for the people affected in the area, right? So, I don't know. To me, seems pretty open-ended. Seems like she's being pretty open about it. I would not have an issue giving her some money, right? But I guess that's just me, and I guess I just think positively about people. Surely it's Surely it's like not that simple. Surely there's no such thing as the police who you can call in case somebody fucking scams you. On one hand, I'm not really that trusting of the cops. But the thing is, I mean, if you have the option to, then especially if it's a big situation. Like I know fundraiser scams are taken pretty seriously. Well, okay, I'm not talking specifically the police, but I'm sure there are some kind of authority. There are some authorities that definitely would have a say in this. I'm not sure exactly who, so I just said the police, but yeah, you get it. You get what I mean. It's kind of just like somebody definitely will be there to help out with it. Ooh, a goat horn. I'm not gonna pick it up. Nothing. I don't like. Fucking hell. That book. There's really nothing interesting here, is there? Shout out to the guy who's just been Ming and not really doing anything about me currently raiding their base. Arm. Still nothing here. Well, too bad. I wonder if there's anything below this. Ooh, there's this chest. Still nothing in there. Okay. Well, this was a waste of time. Anyhow, the fundraiser did get a decent amount of money. I if I remember my mom telling me correctly. I don't know how much, but it was like it was okay. It was an okay amount of money. And you know, I just hope it didn't go to the woman because I didn't fucking ask. Okay, I still don't even know what the what the source of the hire was. I feel like I should probably ask, but that wasn't really disclosed anywhere. And I am not somebody who enjoys speaking to people, so I never asked the guy who is like whose apartment that was. Ooh, a coral reef. Very cool. I would also share a pretty massive story that happened nearby. I'm not a fan of doxing myself. That's fine. That's fine. You can how massive was it? How massive was it? Because if I say, oh, there was a fire, not really, it's not really very easy to figure out where I live other than like the general area. But I also feel like I don't really care as much as some of the people do about doxing themselves. To me, it's like, dude, if you have the balls to like go to my house, good on you, I guess. I don't know. It must have been my area, and it was on the general news. Okay. Well, this wasn't on the general news. This certainly was not on the general news. It was on area news. But I mean, area news people, they don't really get shit to talk about, do they? God, I cannot imagine working for a newsletter that talks about a single specific area. Because holy shit, you gotta think about how often spinning green cat. Hello, Froggy. How's it going? And yeah, spinning green cat is on the screen. Back to the topic. There are so many people like getting hit by cars and stuff that yeah, I would rather not be writing about that. That seems like a one-way trip to Depression Town if I've ever seen one. God, just the fact that I have to keep seeing it in the news. Yeah, you have to make news from absolutely random shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't really want people to read about how yet another person got killed by a drunk driver this Saturday afternoon. Yeah, I would rather not be telling people about that because that's sad. And like, I swear to God, I swear to fuck, road accidents feel like one of the most. David Brown did a photograph today on Banana Street 123. Exactly. That's what we're gonna be doing to me. That's how the news are gonna be talk about famous streamer Meow Uwu. Anyways, I don't know. It just feels so useless. What does it help me to know that a person got hit by a car on this specific day? Like, how does that benefit me? How does that benefit me? I know some people do find it useful because of like, oh well, I will know which parts of the city not to go to or something. But it's like, you will know what cars to look out for. Yeah, but like, if the driver gets locked up, or like gets the driver's license taken away, it's just for friends and family who hasn't been notified yet. Yeah, but like, can you imagine that? Oh my goodness, that would personally, that would break me. That would break me. If I found out that like my mom was hit by a car and I didn't find out from like a person who I'm close with, just kind of, oh yeah, the Polish news said that my mom got killed. Oh god, that would or if you found out one of your coworkers got it. Well, one of my coworkers, more acquaintances, yeah. Well, if you found out via Twitch donation. Okay, let's circle back on that. I don't know if you guys remember. That situation where I don't remember her name. But it was like a relatively large female streamer who got a. I think it was a German streamer. I don't know, or like she lives in Germany. I don't know. It's just more context. She got a donate from a person saying that No. She got cold? Oh no, but somebody tried to pretend that her father got kidnapped, pretty much. I feel like my reaction to finding out that a person really close to me died on stream would probably be something similar. I would just be very much in despair. Obviously different. Situation is different. Obviously, you can't compare these two. But yeah, I don't know what the reaction was. She started crying, she called the cops, but like obviously I wouldn't call the cops, but you get the point. You get the point. It's just a lot of panic. It's just a mess. I would not recommend having your family die. There's a wow. How did I notice these? This is such a well hidden structure, by the way. Is there a blue ball? Blue ball? What do you mean blue ball? Was it not recommended? Blue balls in my life. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. There was a blue Pokeball in the chat. Okay. I have a decent amount of blue balls. It's okay. It's okay. I have a decent amount of them. We're kind of hoping from this structure, we're hoping for another enchanted golden apple. Because I think, Froggy, do remind me, how many do I need for the trick? It's only 2, yeah? 2, yeah, okay. So we do have 1. We have 1 currently. Grab gunpowder for rockets. That's smart. That's smart. Yes. More glistering melons. Yeah, okay. Will do. Will do. I will keep that in mind. Wait. Gunpowder. XP candy. Climber ball. Golden apple. Let's fucking go! Okay. We got it. Guys, we got it. We got him. Okay. Huge stuff. Huge fucking stuff. Okay. Time to somehow get out of here. I love how these chests sound. Okay, let's see. It's over here. So now onto the infinite shiny candy bait thing, right? Well, I still have to get back home. And also, I kind of want to, like, loot more stuff. So, it will have to wait a little bit. It'll have to wait a little bit. It's gonna be, like, 3 streams away. Most likely. But, yeah. Anyways, another Gimmickle Tower. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We love Gimmickle Towers. Oh, I think this is actually the first Gimmickle Tower design I ever saw, actually. Wait a second. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I do think that's because of Luther. I do think that's because of Luther, because Luther seems to make these hardest break, but okay. I can't reach that right now. Let's just build up with sand. Ancient Pokeballs, pretty cool, pretty cool. Expert Belt, nothing really that interesting. Okay. God, I keep walking. I keep walking because there's like it's the gambling mentality, okay? Because it's a desert. It's a desert. I'm kind of thinking, God, what if I can find the Also, the bait only works on fishing, not on cakes. Yeah, I know. I think I remember that. It's like I'm like, okay, like the next chunk that I enter, it might have Reggie. We're only a few chunks away from a big win. Exactly. We're only a few chunks away from a Reggie Draco structure. Think about it. Just think about it. We're so close. We are so close. We are getting ever closer to Reggie Draco and Reggie Alecki. And they're both going to be shiny because I said so. They're both going to be shiny. And I will fire emoji. And I will not do the same thing that I did previously with the thing, and I will actually disarm the goddamn traps this time. Unless I fuck up disarming the traps, in which case that would be, I'm not gonna lie, that would be really funny if both of them broke. That should be a feature. That should be a feature. Triple push up. Ah, you're so needy. You're so needy. Oh my goodness. Triple push up. This guy really wants me to do like a proper workout. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you go. Triple push up. As far as I'm aware, those structures can spawn either in the mesa or in the desert. Incremental exercise. Yeah, eventually we're gonna get to like 99 push-ups. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice, I'm not gonna lie. Like, being able to do 99 push-ups is already kind of impressive. Because I do try to do, like, the whole push-ups. Like, all the way down and all the way back up. Not baby push-ups. Because I feel like that would be disingenuous, you know? If you request a push-up, I should provide a full push-up. I go game be right back. Okay. Everybody will be up push-up stream by sheer amount, exactly. By the way, one thing I've noticed is that YouTube actually, well, I don't know if that was always a thing, but they now count watch hours from live streams as like proper watch hours, which is really nice. Because apparently, on YouTube, I get crazy viewership. I don't know where the fuck that comes from. But like, my last stream had like 81 views. No idea from where, from when, how, or why, but it happened. And it was crazy. Sleep views, maybe? I don't know. I'll fucking take it, though. Timer balls are nice. These are nice. This. We're going to be taking the sand. We're gonna be taking the sand because we do need something to get out of here. Right, also gunpowder. Unfortunately, no. We're at the right spot, yes. People have told me that they have fallen asleep to me talking before. Not to specifically my streams, but like when I was in voice calls with people, like in larger groups, and I was the only one speaking, people have told me that they have fallen asleep to my constant yapping. Which is really flattering in my opinion. That is really flattering. Because even though I try to be like kind of loud, there can be yeah. But I personally don't take it as an insult, because the thing is, if people don't like listening to you, be it they listen to you talk, like as in like entertainment, like first monitor type shit, or if they're using you as background noise, or if they're using you to sleep, if they don't like it, they would not be talking about it. At least that's what I wouldn't do, right? If I'm not enjoying listening to somebody, I wouldn't fucking tell them, hey, I fall asleep to you talk because you're so boring. No, like I wouldn't fucking do that. I just wouldn't talk about it whatsoever. And also, this also applies to talking to like repeated times that this happens, right? If you're not entertained by something, you're most likely not going to want to watch it another time. Unless you're my friend, in which case you're forced to do it. You're not. You're not. Nobody is. I feel like I should be bothering people more. I feel like I probably should be bothering people more. Unless it's Stockholm Syndrome. That's true. That's true. No, but I do not like being overtly pushy about this. Even though, if I did ask people, I'm sure they would be like, okay, we'll do it, right? Even if it's just like leaving my stream on in the background or something. Like they definitely could do that. They definitely could do that. I'm not gonna tell them to though. And it definitely would have helped with getting balls back. Still, we're still not getting them, and I don't think we're gonna get them. We're not gonna get them this week either, or at least it feels like it, because well, today's stream was a little slow, or at least it feels like it. Unless there are some lurkers, in which case, cheers. Thanks for that. But yeah, just kind of makes me feel like we might have to wait a few more days, a few more streams for that to happen. Because while yesterday's stream was incredible, we had a lot of viewers. There were more YouTube viewers, I think. Yeah, there's always more YouTube viewers, I feel like. I do think for some reason YouTube is recommending my stuff. Which is, I have no idea how the fuck I got into the good graces of the YouTube algorithm, but I'll fucking take it. I'll fucking take it. Okay? like that makes me happy. That makes me happy. And that as long as they keep pushing their videos, as long as they keep pushing this, I'll be fine. The thing is, on YouTube, it really feels like people are less inclined. Yeah, what the fuck? You have 43 viewers on YouTube. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a lot of people, isn't it? It's like I was always under the impression that viewership on YouTube was a lot more sparse. It was a lot more rare to find viewers on this platform than it was on Twitch, because Twitch is primarily made for streaming, right? But I feel like specifically with Minecraft and these kinds of games, the fact that so many people are streaming just leads to my stream kind of being buried, right? So nobody really pays attention to what's going on unless it's one of the popular people. And then I mean, like, yeah, of course you have the YouTube goes out of its way to push small content. That's true. That's also true. That is also true. There's like, which honestly, most of the time it is AI content. It is AI content, which is really unfortunate because some of the okay, for me, usually the things YouTube recommends are songs, right? It's music, and YouTube has a I have a decent idea of what music I like because I listen to music on YouTube. I listen to I have a YouTube premium subscription. I listen to music on YouTube. Because Spotify is greedy. YouTube is as well, but at least I can have one subscription and have two features, you know? That's always nice. Um but it's kind of like it feels sad to see when I look at the recommended and most of the time it's just like a really edgy AI song, which I'm sure that it's most likely either a kid or somebody who doesn't really understand this sort of stuff, because for the most part, back when my sister was in her AI phase, because my sister did go through that, she did make songs. She didn't upload them on YouTube, obviously. That looks cool. She didn't upload them or anything like that. I think I mentioned one time that the video I uploaded someone being racist in games for Apollo got 200 views over that for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. But I feel like it's so easy to just generate this kind of stuff. And unlike with art, most people, they don't really know how to figure out whether a song is AI generated or not. I feel like most people are not really savvy enough when it comes to this sort of stuff to actually figure this out. And so they end up, you know, listening to these songs and they end up getting pushed further and further and further until, you know, AI music comes up. God, I love snowy biomes. I love snowy biomes. They are always... Oh, they're always so pretty. I miss when AI music was limited to Mr. Crab thing effects natural. That's true. Although, I was also not really a big fan of that, but like I understand where you're coming from. I understand that. I understand that. Personally, though, I think really impressive how some people are able to almost perfectly replicate these voices in song. Like that's so cool. That is so cool. And I wish people didn't immediately assume that somebody having a good impression of a character was immediately just AI. I really wish that wasn't the case anymore. Because, okay, here's one thing. Here's one thing that's like really close to my heart, or not my heart, but rather my head. Something that I see a lot is there is this one voice actress, sorry, um, who makes Honkai Star Rail character impressions. Her name is I forgot, What the fuck is this place? But yeah, I forgot the person's name, unfortunately. However, she's really talented, and she has a just amazing voice. That's a weird username, yeah. I know, right? She has an incredible voice. Just really good at doing impressions, all of that stuff. And it just makes me really, really sad that good impressions nowadays are almost always treated as if they were AI. It makes me really sad because these things, like voice acting and doing impressions, is a completely different skill. It is a completely different skill. They both require a completely different prep. Because when you're voice acting, you don't exactly... You don't have to make a silly voice. If I was voice acting a character, I would probably just speak in my regular voice, maybe change my tone a little bit depending on who it is, but it wouldn't be anything extravagant, right? With impressions, you have to match the sound of a person who's already done it. And that is incredible. Which is also why it is a thing that always gets made with AI. Because AI can replicate human voices pretty fucking well. Okay? If you feed a lot of lines into an AI bot, it will be able to produce a product that's similar enough, right? And most people won't care that it doesn't sound exactly the same. Most people will only really care about the fact that, well, it sounds almost the same, and that's nice enough. But just the fact that such talented people who do such a fantastic job are immediately being treated as AI is so sad. It's so sad, dude. Because holy shit, if it happened to me, I would start killing people. I would start stabbing. I would pull out 5 knives and I would become British in a second. If any British people currently watching want to see me partake in their national sport of stabbing people, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's interaction bait time. No, but yeah. I guess I also have 5 knife glass cannon build. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I also have a much more what's the word? A much more hateful, no. But unfortunately, I forgot the word, which sucks. But I guess I just really don't like AI. I'm just really outspoken about the fact that I dislike it. And I will keep talking about it because, yeah, because I just don't like it. Because I think it's a waste of resources. I recently saw a quote. I don't know if it's true, but like some fucking rich guy said that people complaining that AI takes a lot of resources are stupid because children also take a lot of resources. And on one hand, I kind of want to believe that it was rage bait. On one hand, I do want to believe that it was rage bait because no fucking way in hell somebody actually said that with a clear mind. But on the other hand, I mean, billionaires are very disconnected from how people actually are. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like very well could have been a genuine thing somebody said. Yeah. Now, what I think is a child doesn't drink as much water as an AI data farm. Is the point that a child needs resources developed and so does AI? Yes. The I feel like the point they're trying to make, like the larger point, is that technically AI is kind of like a child in a way, where you need resources to raise a child, you need resources to raise an AI, right? But the thing is, this train of thought, also a child being born doesn't make Rambo quadruple, exactly. No, I think if anything, it goes down to the child. Shut the fuck up, okay? Um, there's an aspect of AI that definitely sorry. Well, I stopped thinking and started talking about things I wasn't saying. But I feel like the point that I'm making with like, oh yeah, AI is just like people, with people also needing resources and people also needing food and people also needing water. I feel like that point kind of only works on people who don't really take time to think about it. Because the more you think about it, the more you look into how AI data farms actually properly work, the more you realize that, oh my goodness, they are lying to us. They are lying to us so much. Because not only is it the resources, it's also the, like heat. It's also the space. It's also the amount of resources that are being taken. Because sure, a child also does take water. So a child needs drugs to hallucinate, but an AI does not. Exactly. Or to be fair, some children don't need that, but that's what we call a mental illness. I have one of those. I have one of those. That's why I decided to become a Twitch streamer. But yeah, I feel like I'm not actually completely anti-AI. I feel like there are some pretty useful applications to it, especially because okay, so I work at a computer. I work an office job, right? And there's a lot of looking at databases and stuff like that. And Jira, the software that UA testers use, or rather just like game development studios use to list bugs and all of that stuff. It has a feature, or well, at least the one that we are using, it has a feature where once you type in the title of an issue, right, of a bug, it will show you similar. Jira is basically any IT department, not just game related. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. I'm just talking out of my own experience, because I do only work in games. So for me, it is kind of a mostly game thing, because that's the only thing I've had interactions with. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. But it has a really handy feature where if you're typing a bug, it will show you what issues are like may or may not be related to it. So if you type in, oh yeah, player goes through the ground in specific area, it will show you, hey, there's another bug over here where player goes through the ground. And obviously, then you have to like check it yourself to make sure that this is what you're actually looking for. Because, well, yeah, it's AI. It's not reliable. But it's really handy. It's really handy. And because it's not generative AI, I don't really feel that bad using it. Even though I do tend to avoid using most types of AI in general, mostly because it's just not a big fan. It's not a big fan. I feel like I would rather rely on my own abilities as a person. It's a personal thing. I don't. I'm not gonna say that every single person who uses AI is like I useless, stupid, dumb head, right? Because that's just mean. Even though I can't lie, some of the people who I've seen using AI at our company are pretty much just stupid, dumb heads. I feel like LLMs are becoming a thing that really hurt anybody. Because of them. Yeah. 100%. There's like... okay, so... I want to bring up... Cold Bullet again. I think we've talked about him before. But like he makes a lot of videos where he trains AI to play games. And just the word AI having a connotation like that feels... It just feels like the guy is doing something bad, even though he's not. Even though very clearly he isn't. Because this is a completely different thing. Right? Full of arrows. I don't really need them. And... oh, oops. And... I kind of got lost in what I was saying, unfortunately. But... yeah, just... oh, another thing. I feel like it's not the AI that's exactly bad, but it's the over-reliance on it. Let me take... why is this guy so accurate? Let me take the Euro example that I gave previously. I use that tool as a tool to help me in my work, right? But I don't rely solely on it. Because if I did, then, well, it misses a lot of issues that very clearly have been there. Because it takes the spelling, like the spelling and the typing style and whatever the fuck else you said that you wrote, and then compares it to other tickets. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're doing that, this is such a nice area. Sometimes when you're doing that, you're not exactly going to be using the same terminology, right? You're not going to be using the same words, same writing style, the same sentence structure. So sometimes you're gonna miss it. So you cannot rely on this. You cannot rely on this fully. You do have to have your own ability to check for these things. And I know people do rely on it way too much, because I know some of my coworkers do. I know some of them go and they just check, like, just check that feature, and if they don't find anything, they just go ahead and post it. Personally, what I do is I first look through it myself, and then while writing the ticket, I go and just check the list that the AI came up with. Because, like, well, I'm sure it won't find anything, but what if it does? Right? God, this is such a cool area. I really wish I would, like, I would be able to build something here, but it is almost 30,000 blocks away. I don't really feel like going here constantly. So yeah, we're not gonna do shit here. I do also, I'm just kind of tired of waiting for the bubble to burst for the 3rd year in a row. Okay, but, like, I really don't think it's the same bubble anymore. I think it's multiple different bubbles. Because at least it didn't really feel like AI was at the forefront of that bubble. I know like NFTs, they were like AI generated, some of them. Or like algorithmically generated, which I guess isn't the same thing exactly, but it's similar enough, and they and I'm sure if they had AI they would have done that. But the NFT bubble definitely burst already. The NFT bubble burst, the crypto bubble, while it's still a pretty fucking big thing. Right? Crypto's still huge. They were all just 10 combinations of 10 glasses and hats and shit. I guess. I don't really know how they worked. I know some of them were somewhat somewhat more interesting, but still not really something you should invest your money in. I feel like a good rule of thumb is, are people really pushing on it, saying that it's going to be worth a lot of money? Don't fucking do it then. Because if a lot of people are telling you to put your money into something, that clearly means they just want your money. They don't want to help you, they want to take your money away. I feel like that's a good thing to keep in mind when you're on the internet. All of the, like, 5 people who are currently sleeping to this are being, it's like one of those it's like one of those like cassette tapes where they promise to teach you a language while you while you're asleep. This is just that, but instead it's business. All of the 5 people who are currently sleeping to this are going to learn so much about crypto. They're gonna wake up. And they're gonna just go, Mom, we're investing in Bitcoin. 20 years too late, but I feel like it can't just be me who thought that crypto was So cool. Back like all those years ago. I thought that like crypto and deep web shit, it was like all so interesting and so cool. I never thought about it in like a way where like people where people nowadays go like, oh my god, crypto is so cool. Is this screen really loud to wake? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I wasn't one of those people who just super invested in that because of like business reasons, but I just thought it was cool because it's computer stuff and I love computer stuff. But genuinely now it just feels so weird. Okay, I will do 4 push-ups. Crypto's idea is cool, yeah. Like a decentralized currency to a decentralized currency to make like governments not be able to take your fucking money away is super cool. And I fuck with that idea a lot. But the fact people are using the same way as they're doing with stocks, now that's something I can't really get behind. That's something I don't really understand. But give me a second. 4 push-ups, you said. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we've reached my current limit. I think we've reached my current limit. I don't really think I can do 5 push-ups. I don't really think I can do 5 push-ups. Speaking of sleeping, I think in 10 minutes I will end the stream and I will go to sleep myself because I do have work in the morning and I still have to do my Enfield daily. Oh, gacha games. How I love you. That sounds ideal given I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, yeah. You don't have to stay throughout the entire stream. I do hope you know that. Like if you do have to get off to do anything, you are free to leave. Do take your phone with you. Wait, what? I am free. Yes, you've always been free. Do take your phone with you, and then um, no, you know what? Wear a big fucking t-shirt with a QR code that leads to my stream. If you're ever going out anywhere, act as an advertisement for me, please and thank you. First Meow Ubu match, yeah. I feel like the cat is just so easily marketable. The cat is so easily marketable, dude. There is definitely if I ever get what's her name? What's her name? A makeshift plushie like sponsored offer. I am taking it in a heartbeat, and you're all buying it. Fuck, I will give you money to buy it. Because that is so cool. First off, I love makeshift. I love makeshift. They are I the thing is, I feel like rather than me being a massive fan of makeshift, I feel like I just hate U2s more. I think nearly anyone can have a yeah. I know. I figured as much, but I feel like you do need to at least be somewhat known. You just need signatures for them to start being produced, right? Yeah, pretty much. You need people to actually purchase them, and if they don't get enough traction, they do refund the money, which is pretty nice. But yeah, but first you do need actual people to know you. So, you know. you kind of do need that. Oopsies. But the green card is really marketable. The green card is really marketable. And same goes for like a lot of same goes for a lot of things. Like I feel like us the Pixel Gardens, right? He's just a guy. He's just a guy. And I would love to have a plushie of him. I would love to have a plushie of him. Like that is he is a silly little fella. And you know what? You know, he is one of my favorite little fellas. He is one of my favorite little fellas. How many shines today, by the way? One. Just Brexit? Yeah, just Brexit. I should probably fly. I should probably fly here. But yeah, it's just been Brexit. Unfortunately. By the way, I did just check like my YouTube studio because I wanted to see if the stream actually showed up on that. It does not. I checked my YouTube studio app, and funnily enough, remember how I said people should like comment and subscribe as a joke? I lost a subscriber. I don't know whether that's related. Oh. Although I am I'm quite okay with losing subscribers, at least right now, because it's like if I did kind of do a switch from gacha game content to just doing Minecraft live streams, right? Which is a pretty big jump. It's a pretty like big difference between these two things. And so I'm not surprised that if somebody did at some point subscribe to me for gacha game content, I'm not sure that they would on sub right now, especially because I am kind of live, because I am kind of live quite often now. I still haven't missed a day in my schedule. And I'm really proud of myself for that. And I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. Okay. I have a friend. I have a VTuber friend, or well, rather, I guess we can still call her friends. Not really. We don't really talk much, but I still think she's a good friend. Who I feel like I see her talking about how she can't stream more than I see her talk about her actually going to stream. It's constantly just like, oh guys, I can't stream today. Oh guys, I can't stream today. And I'm not here to like make fun of her. Obviously, I'm not that type of person. But I do want to say I am sensing a little bit of a parallel between how I was back when I back when I was still living with my parents, and my streams were getting a lot less common, right? Because I also think I was not really streaming as much, and I was kind of saying, oh yeah, guys, I can't stream today, I don't feel like it, or something like that. And it was, yeah. But I'm trying very hard not to let myself do that, because I know I've lived with my brain for long enough that I know how I act, and I know how I am, and I know that if I do something once, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. Suddenly, I'm not streaming anymore. That's bad, and that's bad because I actually want to grow this channel now. I actually want to grow this and potentially have a job that I like, that I enjoy, and that doesn't require me to sit on my computer for 8 hours fucking straight, staring at a game I hate. You know, just an idea. Just an idea. Oh. Okay, let's check out this rock. Let's check out because I think this is right here. Yeah, that's right here. Let's check out this raid, and I'm sending this to Tada. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, instead it's gonna be. I think you underestimate. I think you underestimate just how much of a difference that makes. I think you underestimate just how much of a difference that makes. Because that is like an insane difference. Especially with like, I have tested games that I like, and I have tested games that I dislike. And what I would recommend is not being born. But unfortunately, you were born, so. That sounds really mean. Sounds really mean. So, or was I? I don't know. Do you have a birth certificate? Probably. Anyways, yeah. As I've said, I've played games I like. I've played games I dislike, and it's absolutely an insane difference when you're actually playing a game you enjoy and you're able to sit down and play it for that entire 8 hours rather than a game which you fucking hate and you're dreading every single second that you're spending, you know, working on it. But I mean, honestly, streaming is nice because I can play whatever the fuck I want. As long as people are okay with it, then you know, it's all chill. And currently, I'm really enjoying Minecraft. Been taking it slowly, and I really don't think I'm gonna be making videos out of this. I really don't think I'm gonna make a video out of this. I know I was supposed to, but I feel like I'm taking it too slowly, and I don't really have enough time in the day to actually edit down a proper giant video of this. So instead, this is just going to be a non-stream thing. This is just gonna be a non-stream thing, and I'll figure out a different thing to make videos on. Because, goddamn, this is gonna take too long. I might make like a video after this, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure this out. This is still something I need to plan out. I need to get comfortable with. But yeah, thank you for sticking around for so long. Really appreciate it. A supercut of catching every shiny is so true. I don't think I'm gonna have that, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Let me quickly check. Okay, we have one viewer. Never mind. I was gonna jokingly say we could do a raid. But you have to sleep, and we have one viewer on Twitch, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah. So I guess it's time for me to go to bed. Thank you all for stopping in. Hope you have a pleasant night, and I will see you on Friday. Bye bye. Good night.